Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hopefully you're warmer than I am right now. It is friggin' chilly where I'm at. My hands are like icicles right now. So, I watched this video last night before I came to work, and it was on True Reporting, so I'll give him a shout out, give Thomas a shout out. True Reporting, TRU Reporting, find him on Twitter, find him on YouTube. And what this video was about was apparently FEMA has ordered 2,500 gallons of hydrogen cyanide. So right there, seems a little fishy. Man, it is bright too, geez Louise. Very fishy if you ask me. But what's even fishier is no one cites any sources. Where did you hear about this FEMA order of this 2,500 gallons? You probably heard about it through another channel or another website. Well, where did they hear about it? Maybe they heard about it through another channel or website. Where's the original story at? Where's the original source of info? So that's what I went looking for. I only spent a few minutes doing it last night and I couldn't find anything. I went to Federal Biz Ops, FBO.gov, to search for a contract that would have contained hydrogen cyanide in that quantity. Couldn't find anything. Absolutely nothing. Not even from a year ago. I should have went back and looked even further, but like I said, I looked from a year ago on to now. Couldn't find anything on that. The other part is hydrogen cyanide. So if you don't know about how to work with chemicals, there are things called MSDSs, Material Safety Data Sheets. And when I'm tracking back and I think I found the original source of where this story came from, and it's this guy's website. And he says, hey, here's the document that proves blah, blah, blah. And I go look at it. It's just an MSDS. It's a Material Safety Data Sheet. And all that does is tell you what the chemical is, the exposure risks, all of the possible issues with it. It doesn't necessarily tell you, what are you guys doing? So what, there's a cop out here, just go. What are idiots? So it doesn't necessarily tell you anything else. All it is just a piece of literature to describe the possible dangers of this chemical or substance. I don't see how that's proof that FEMA is ordering gallons upon gallons and thousands of gallons of this material. The other thing, hydrogen cyanide, also known as prussic acid, it actually has a boiling point of slightly above room temperature. Okay, so that means that the way that you transport it is very, very specific. It is going to take a hazmat team to transport this 2,500 gallons of this stuff. Again, the boiling point is slightly over room temperature. So if it's above, I'll put it in Celsius, 25 degrees Celsius. If it's at 26 degrees Celsius, that shit's boiling, okay? And it's explosive. Did I mention that? It's a very flammable liquid. So again, for FEMA to order 2,500 gallons of this stuff to be used in possibly re-education camps or whatever these people are claiming, they're not doing their actual research. They're jumping on a bandwagon because they heard something that's interesting and might get them some clicks. But in all honesty, it's not what you think it is. You don't have to be worried like that. People don't actually think when they post these things, because if you really did think about it, you would have researched what prussic acid is. You would have looked at the chemical compounds. You would have looked at to see like, whoa, maybe this stuff can't just be transported normally in any regular container. Maybe it would take an actual hazmat truck to transport it, which means that's also a contract that needs to be on the FBO website, because they have to hire the people who are actually licensed and insured to carry these chemicals. Because guess what? It's going to have to be transported on public roads. So that means that there's a public safety hazard now involved. Again, you can't, people just go and I get it too. Like, you want to be first. You want to post these things as early as possible because you want to hit that viral wave. But something that tends to happen is you post incorrect information and it's actually going to make you look worse in the long run. There have been other channels, I won't name them, but I've politely tried to point some things out to them, and they become very upset and hostile and standoffish and confrontational because you're basically telling them that they're a liar in not so many words, but that's the case. They're either a liar or they're ignorant. and it's one of the two, and neither one's okay. So if FEMA has ordered 2,500 gallons of hydrogen cyanide, there'll be a contract. There'll be some documentation. So before you go out and you say, hey, FEMA's starting these camps up again, you might want to find out what the real truth is before you're spreading all of this stuff, because it's gonna backfire on you. You're gonna look like an idiot. It's the same kind of thing when these people post these indictments of, the Hillary Clinton indictment or the so-and-so indictment, and then you come to find out later that, no, not the actual indictment, not the right thing. It's a common law indictment, so it doesn't really apply, or it's an actual PACER number from a different case that was put onto this document. Again, people don't research. They just go, oh, that looks interesting, I'm gonna talk about it. Maybe dig a little bit next time. Just my thing. Anyway, enjoy it. Like, share, subscribe, flame, troll, whatever you want. That's what I'm here for.